and I'm actually dialing my mobile internet. Okay.
Welcome everyone. We are recording and live on YouTube now.
Okay. Give me just 2. Let me check my internet is working or not. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay, we'll start the class. Okay. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Padyanta Mande Guru Paramparam Sruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakat Vande Bhagavanto Punah Ishwaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Dimbyastavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramo Parishader Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusura suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Let us stand all the 6 slokas. Venkat has put in the chat box. Let us follow that. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswati Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hri Om Om Keshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam tamaha Ashayamyatma bhavastha Jnanadipena bhasvata Jyotishamapita jyotihi Tamasah paramuchyate Jnanam gneyam jnanagamyam Hridi sarvasya vishtitam Nahi jnanena sadrisham Pavitramiha vidyate Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha Kalenatmani vindati Jnanena tata jnanam Esham nashitamatmanaha Esham adityavajnanam Prakashayati tatparam Yathaidhamsi samidhoktihi Bhasmasat kurute Arjuna Jnanagni sarva karmani Bhasmasat kurute tatha Yasya sarve samarambhaha Kama sankalpa varjitaha Jnanagni dagdha karmanam Tamahu panditam budhaha Om Shanti 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 Om Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Chaturthodhyayah Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogaha Om Narayanah Parom Vyaktat Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantaspi Me Lokaha Saptadvipa Cha Medini Om. Ken, you are in the class?
Yes, Guruji.
Can you do a small favor? I am actually having an internet issue, so I have logged in from my mobile phone. Okay.
Okay, Guruji.
Please add about 2 GB data to my mobile. Okay. It
Okay,
may just
Guruji.
remove data at the end of the class. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you. You know my number, right?
Yes, Guruji. Yes.
Please go ahead and add that. Thank you.
Thank you, Namaskar.
Let's chant the first sloka and then go to second and the further slokas. Chant the first sloka. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham Amvyayam Vivasvan Manave Praha Madhurikshvaka Vebraveet. Together. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha imam vivasvate yogam proktavanaham avyayam vivasvan manave praha manurikshvakave brabit. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So as we understood in the last class, also contains both what? Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga in brief. Are you getting what I'm saying? And third chapter was expansion of the Karma Yoga portion that was condensed in the second chapter. And the fourth chapter, no. I think Lakshmi Ramu, no. The second chapter contains essence of Bhagavad Gita and Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga in brief. And the third chapter is expansion of Karma Yoga. The fourth chapter is expansion of Jnana Yoga. Please write down. Fourth and fifth chapters are expansion of Jnana Yoga that was condensed in the second chapter. Are you getting what I'm saying? Can somebody rephrase? Because Lakshmi Ramu madam, I know it's pretty late for you. Correct, very good. Now you are right. So that's very good. No, so when Bhagavan told at the end of the third chapter, what does Bhagavan message to Arjuna? Focus on Jnanam, focus on Atma Jnanam to completely win over your senses. So when Bhagavan told, and Arjuna asked Bhagavan, what is the reason people are doing sin? Bhagavan's answer was Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Rajogana Samudbhavaha, Mahashanaha, Mahapapma, Vijayendra Miha Vairinam. And how to win over that? Winning, okay. Only 100 MB high speed data is left for Ken. Can you please add? Thank you. Okay. Ken, have you added data, please?
Okay, Guruji, I will add. I'm adding, Guruji. Yes.
100 MB, I got a warning just now. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Today is not a very, very good day and multiple issues. I'm still taking the class. Okay, thank you. Great. Okay, so the fourth chapter, at the end of the third chapter, Bhagavan said, focus on Jnana Yoga. And so when Arjuna and all of us are thinking what is something new going to be said, Bhagavan clearly wants to emphasize to Arjuna that this Jnana Yoga is not something new. It has come down from tradition. It has come down right from time immemorial. So Bhagavan tells Arjuna that, you see, my dear Arjuna, this particular knowledge, yoga, when he says yoga, the Jnana Yoga, the eternal yoga was imparted initially by me to Surya Bhagavan. Okay. And then Surya Bhagavan then taught it to Manu. And Manu then taught it to Ishwara. He begins the fourth chapter by giving a clear sense of direction to Arjuna and to Arjuna to all of us that nothing has been invented newly by Bhagavan himself. Let's look at the Padavibhaga Annaya. Padavibhaga is over for this particular shloka or not? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Very good, Kalam. Okay, I'm doing it now. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Okay. Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Aham Avyayam Vivasvan Manave Raha Manuhu Ikshvakave Abravit. Ikshvakave are all the Vibhakti you will learn slowly as you go forward. Okay. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, Aham Proktavan. Karmani Prayogan there. Aham Proktavan. I imparted what? Imam Avyayam Yogam. Now you see, when you rearrange the word, you will find something very important. He calls this Avyayam Yogam. Avyayam means what? Nam Vyayati iti Avyayam. That which will never undergo decay, that which will never die, that which is never going to extinction. Avyayam. Vyayam means that which gets reduced and overproduction gets decayed and perishes. But Avyayam means imperishable is a better meaning than changeless. Okay, here The meaning that should be taken is that which can never be, never undergo destruction, will never get lost. Correct. Will never undergo destruction or loss. That means what? It has been existent from time immemorial. So, imam avyayam yogam vivasvate. Vivaswan praha manave. Manuhu abravit 𝐒𝐫𝐢. So three portions you do the particular shloka divided into three groups. The first group is Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Aham Proktaman Imam Abhyayam Yogam Vivasvate. That is one first set of classification. Second is Vivaswan Praha Manave. Second group. Then Manuhu Abravit 𝐒𝐫𝐢. Are you getting the point? So when the Ekaram comes, that means it is to this person. Okay. So now what is the meaning? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Lord Bhagavan said, Lord Krishna said, Aham Proktavan, I imparted. What? Imam Avyayam Yogam. Avyayam explained, right? That which is what? Has no expiry date. We say no, for all your medicines, all your food products, with the expiry date. But this Jnana Yoga has no expiry. Why? Anybody can guess why there is no expiry? Why it is not something that will get expired? Because there is no beginning. Now note down key points. It has no beginning, so it will have no end. That means what? Ever existent. It is part of the Vedas. Write down few points. The knowledge that Bhagavan is giving is Vedic wisdom. And does Vedas have any beginning or end? Right, Venkatraman? Vedas are eternal. Ananta vai Vedaha. So all of you should now have a clear understanding. What is Bhagavad Gita? Essence of all the, write down, essence of all the Upanishads. What is Upanishads? Upanishads Vedanta, the end portion of Vedas. So Bhagavad Gita is nothing but Vedic wisdom given to you in a certain way where you all can chant. Are understanding? Bhagavad Gita is the Vedic wisdom, and Vedas have no beginning, no end. They are eternal. So this yoga, this jnana, this particular knowledge is avyayam. No expiry. And also what? Never out of date. Don't think when you come to this 22nd century or 21st century that this particular knowledge will not have value. This knowledge will have value for all periods of time, from time immemorial to time beyond. Why? Why is this knowledge never having an expiry? Now write down the key points. This knowledge, this jnanam, is giving you the solution to the fundamental human problem. And the fundamental human problem is the same, or the same before, it is the same now, and the same ever after. What is the fundamental problem? Man or human being, humankind is seeking that eternal happiness, right? That which will give you complete freedom. And that is the fundamental desire of all of us. And we think by solving small problems here and there, we are getting happiness. But after some time, once again, something lurks in the mind, we are seeking happiness. So this constant lurking for happiness is going on because you are not able to establish permanent happiness. And that search goes on and on, life after life, every janma. There's the same problem in Treta Yuga, same problem in Dwapara Yuga, same problem in Kali Yuga. Next again, Satya Yuga also same problem there. So please understand, this is the knowledge focusing on the eternal final goal of humankind. And so I told you in the last class, the reason is that we all have this avidya, which is ignorance. And only by cessation or removal of ignorance can one get this ultimate knowledge through this jnana yoga. And so, and from when is this ignorance available with us? From when is it available with us? Right from time immemorial. 𝐒𝐫𝐢 anadi anantaha. It has been there from time immemorial. And so it will continue. And 50 MB eல்லாம் போறாதுப்பா. If you put 2 GB data, I will pay to Brahmavidya, don't worry. It's a video call, so it will take a lot of data. Thank you. Okay, now avyayam. So okay, never obsolete, never out of date. Okay, ever absolute, and it's only absolute knowledge that we get. And so it was being called as the Vedic wisdom. What? Jnanam Upanishad, Upanishad of Purushaha, the knowledge about the Purusha told in Upanishads. But presently it is being called Bhagavad Gita. So are you getting the point? I want all of you to understand this. Bhagavad Gita is a name for the same knowledge contained in Upanishads. And what is Bhagavad Gita? Essence of all the Upanishads. We chant the shloka, right? Sarvopanishado gavaha dogdha gopala nandanaha. So Bhagavad Gita is the essence of the Upanishad. So it cannot be different from Upanishad knowledge. It's not something new invented by Bhagavan. It's Vedic wisdom given to us in a more palatable form and fashion. So it's eternal. Somebody told Sanatanam, correct. It is part of our Sanatana Dharma. You put it correctly. It is part of our eternal knowledge. And today you note down, I told you in earlier class, Sanatanam comes from Sadatanam. You all know Sada, right? Sada means what? Ever present. Sadatanam is same as Sanatanam. Sanatana Dharma, Sanatana knowledge, eternal knowledge. That is this Jnana Yoga. And what has been told in the Vedas. Clear, no? So Bhagavan is saying very clearly that I imparted this eternal, here yoga here means the knowledge. Jnana Yoga. Please understand. Huh? Okay. 50 MB only left. I told you to add many GBs, no? KN, thank you. Okay. This is Sanatanam, eternal, Avyayam. And what did Bhagavan say? I imparted this eternal yoga, Vivasvate, to Vivaswan. Write down. This is Vivati, huh? To Vivaswan. I first taught this to Vivaswan. Vivaswan means what? Surya Bhagavan. What do we do in our Sankalpa? Vaivasvata Manvantare. Do you know? Whenever you do Sankalpa, what is it? Mamo Partha Samasta Udakshetwara Sri Parameshwara Prityartam. Then you start chanting which particular Manvantara you are. It's called Vaivasvata Manvantare. Ashta Vimchatame Kaliyuge Prathame Pade Nyambudi Bharata Varadakande. We chant that. No. What is Manvantara? Very good, Venkatraman. Vaivasvata Manvantaram. This is a Manvantaram that is being what? The Adipati for this set of years is Vivaswan. This is Vaivasvata Manvantare. Vivaswan means what? Surya Bhagavan, so Lord Sun. Understood? So Bhagavan in a different form taught this eternal knowledge to Surya Bhagavan. In the last class I told you, no, Manu is not Vivaswan. Lux, you're wrong. Manu is not Vaivasvata Manvantare. Oh, this Manvantaram is called Vaivasvata Manvantaram. Vivaswan means Surya Bhagavan. Okay, this particular Manvantaram is called Vaivasvata Manvantare. Very good. Okay. Now, that means what? I told you in the last class that Shukla Yajurvedam was originally owned by whom? Surya Bhagavan. I told you that Yajnavalkya went to Surya Bhagavan, learned Shukla Yajurveda. Do you remember that? Anybody in the last class? So, through Shukla Yajurvedam, Surya Bhagavan, one of the 14 Manus, correct, Kiran Goparaj, correct. So, Shukla Yajurvedam, today you please write down. The Upanishad that is part of Shukla Yajurvedam is called Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Write down. Upanishad is called Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the Mahavakyam is Aham Brahmasmi. We keep on chanting that, no? Every class they keep saying Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. Today you please note down. Bhagavan Anugraham. Okay? Aham Brahmasmi. It is available in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. It is there, which is part of Shukla Yajurvedam. Correct way to understand. What is that? And who is the author of Shukla Yajurvedam? Surya Bhagavan. Surya Bhagavan has learned this from Bhagavan. So Bhagavan said, I in a different form, I taught this to Surya Bhagavan. So that is the beginning of the knowledge. It's called Paramparagatam. Please write down. It comes from Guru to Shishya from Guru to Shishya, it comes down from tradition. Guru Parampara. It's part of Guru Parampara. Clear? So Surya Bhagavan. Then what did Surya Bhagavan do? He didn't keep quiet. No, with all the knowledge, sitting in one corner, keeping it secret. So Surya Bhagavan then taught it to Manu. See, Lux correct. In this particular shloka, you'll be a bit confused. Manu was a king. Okay, Manu was the first king. Now, please write down all these points. Manu was the first king, human king. Manu Dharma Shastram padikkiringa illaya? So, Manu was the first Raja who was there ruling the earth. And after him, a particular time period is called Manmantaram. So you should not confuse the Manu was the first king with the Manmantare we are chanting in Sankalpam. Can somebody put it in chat box, please? I don't want to confuse Manu and Manmantaram. Understand what I'm saying? Manu was a king. Vaivasvato Manurnama Mananiyo Manishinaha. Kalidasa says, talks about no Rishabhas Chandasamiva. So Manu was a great king. Lakshmi, Manu was a great king. First to correct Kalamali madam. But Manmantaram is a number of some billion years. I given this calculation in the 8th chapter. Somebody can go and fetch the exact number of years. That's called Manmantaram. So we chant whenever it is Sankalpam, we call Manmantaram. That means what, over a certain period of years, somebody is the overall head of the whole universe. Okay, it's a number of Lakshmi, somebody can get the exact number and put in chat. 4.3. What is correct? 4.3 billion. 4.3 billion years. Venkat Sarmas put the right thing. Kalpam. Yeah. Shvetavaraha kalpe vaivasvata manmantare. In this manmantaram, Manu means a general king. General ruler. He is the adhipati for this manmantaram. So it's called Vaivasvatam. So don't confuse the king Manu who was taught by Vivaswan with manmantaram. For getting, somebody can put in chat box. I'm looking in chat box very carefully. Kaliyuge Prathama Padam. Okay, Vaivasvatam manmantra ikkilla. In the particular manmantrathukku Vivaswan da adhipati. Okay, clear? Fine. 18,000 kalpas allam potukaranga. That's the correct number. Ashtamistame adala okay. Now, so the first person to get knowledge was Surya Bhagavan. Then what did Surya Bhagavan do? He didn't keep quiet. Surya Bhagavan then taught the same to Manu. Now you see Manu's name is coming. So don't confuse Manmantaram with Manu. Okay, Manu was the first human king. So Surya Bhagavan was there. So please understand that Surya Bhagavan should be present first before Earth can be created. Yes or no? Earth is rotating, revolving around the sun. After the Earth is formed and properly established, then only what should happen? Animals will come, then plants will come, then animals, then only human beings come. Look at the cycle, how it happens, right? What? Oshadhi Bhyonnam Annat Purushaha. Don't forget. First there should be earth, then there should be food, then only beings will be created. Venkatraman sir, correct. That means what? Sun should have existed many billion years before proper life on earth could have been formed. So you're getting my point? Surya Bhagavan first got the knowledge. Then when the first king was appointed in the earth, Manu, Surya Bhagavan taught it to what? What? Manave, to Manu. Okay. Then, what did Manu do? Manu didn't keep quiet. Manu Abravit. Manu taught this to what? Ikshvakave. To Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku was the first king of the Surya Vamsham, to which our Sri Ramachandra group belongs. This is not correct. Vijay has put correctly. So to Surya, Vivaswan to Manu, Manu to Ikshvaku. Fantastic arrow mark. Very good mark. Vijay is now very active, very happy. Excellent. Abravit taught. Very good. Clear now? First shloka is clear. So what is the essence of first shloka? For us to be very clear that this knowledge is not something Bhagavan pulled out of his, pulling a rabbit from his hand. It is the original knowledge presented to you. And I keep saying again and again, you should go back to the Vedic wisdom. Go back to interpreting the Vedas, Vedanta, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita properly. And interpret this particular knowledge in traditional way as taught by Adi Shankaracharya. If you are all interested, I will share with you some very wonderful things that my Paramaguru used to do. Meenakshi madam. Paramaguru Sri Satchidananda Saraswati in the 1950s and 60s, he wanted to establish Vedanta very clearly to people. So he started bringing out a series of books called Back to Shankara series. Write down, Back to Shankara. I'll share this book if anybody is interested. Write to me separately. It's all very old book. Back to Shankara series. He said, you all go, let us go back to Shankara, understand what Adi Shankara told, the original Vedantic knowledge, original knowledge in the Vedas, how Shankaracharya is interpreted. That is what we should understand. So Back to Shankara series, I will share with anybody who is interested some key articles that my Paramaguru has written in the 1950s. Christian pure beautiful set of books, Back to Shankara series. He brought it out for the benefit of people. Okay, now what happened? So Bhagavan then didn't want to continue hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other gurus that have come. If you are really interested to know, there is one khandam or one chapter in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Muni Kandam no nurke. Write down the name Muni Kandam. Come down from Parampara, and that is a knowledge you have in front of you today. So please understand the greatness of the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, the Vedic wisdom that you have got in your hand, because this is the only solution for all of humankind from time immemorial to time in the future. There is nothing new to be created, new to be found, no new engineering, new art form, you should study, digest, understand. If you don't understand, go back, go to the Guru. He clearly explain to you only solution for mankind. Correct, Lakshmi Rama? Very good. So far, very clear? What is Bhagavan trying to say? It is something that has been ancient wisdom. That's why we call, what is the byword for Brahmavidya? Timeless wisdom, eternal happiness. Why are you saying that? What is timeless? That has been existent from time immemorial. The knowledge from Upanishads, knowledge from Bhagavad Gita is eternal. Correct, Ramkalam. President, very nice. Timeless wisdom. Very good. Now, what happened? It continues. Shloka number 2. I will chant now. Who is going to follow today? Please chant after me. Thank you. Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu Sakale Neha Mahata Yogo Nashtah Parantapa
Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu Sakale Neha Mahata Yogo Nashtah Parantapa.
Very good. Prasanna, madam, your puja is very good. I'm seeing a lot of God photo at the back. Very nice. Good. So I'll chant together. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu Sakale Neha Mahata Yogo Nashtah Parantapa. Now, Bhagavan then didn't want to keep on saying who are all the rishis. For that, you all what should do? You should go and look at the Muni Kandam. I told you, the Muni Kandam, you see, you get all the rishis who have been taught. He is basically condensing everything and brings out a very important point in this particular shloka. Write down. Bhagavan calls this knowledge as Rajarshayo Viduhu. Now you see, all these are kings. Surya Bhagavan was a king. Manu was a king. Ishwaku was a king. Parma. This is a knowledge that has been taught to the kings. And what is the nature of a king? The king has got multiple responsibility. First of all, the king will have a queen. Correct? This is not a knowledge that has been given to sannyasi. I want to emphasize again and again. King and the queen. Okay. So, this is a person people who are having a family, wife and family, children, lot of responsibilities to be a king and rule country. And those days, the kingdom was huge. And this knowledge was gained by kings. And so, there are people who are rajas and also rishis. Write down. Special category. They were rajas and rishis. So, they were called Raja Rishi. Write down. Raja Rishi. Rishikallam Raja Rishi illa. They were both kings as well as rishis. Rishi means mantra drashta. சாதுர்வர்ணம் வேணாம் அருந்தண்டபாணி அதெல்லாம் வேணாம், அது அப்புறம் பாத்துக்கலாம். இப்ப சத்திக்கு நம்ம என்ன தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னாக்க, king has got a lot of responsibility, he has got a huge kingdom to run, he has got a family, he has got a wife, children, so many things are happening. He should work for development of people, you make people progress, give them all the requirements, also be careful about enemies, look at what is happening in the country, all the spies, so many things are there. So king is a very complex role. What does it show? The kings of those days who come down from this parampara had also this jnanam, brahma jnanam irundhathu. They were also doing their duties. It's not a wonderful message for all of us? I want 5 people to understand what I'm saying. What does it mean? It is for working people like us who are in the world. We're all busy with our lives, right? I don't think we have so much responsibility like king. Is correct? Do you think that we have got something like a kingdom to rule? Should we play politics? Should we do all these things? You got a small family to manage, you got an office to go to, and earn some money and manage something. Correct? No. So when kings with so much responsibility could learn this, can't we learn this? I want all of you to come. Vidya madam, correct? No, I'm very happy all of you responding. See, all of you should be comfortable and know that this is a knowledge that we can get. And that's why I say, when you connect this with the 14th chapter which we began this morning, what itaha gataha, there is one word that's why I cannot emphasize what a beautiful blessing you got from Bhagavan. That we are studying both this 4th chapter and 14th chapter together. Ramkela Sandhyapa class la in Gunatraya Yoga, what is the first shloka Bhagavan begins with? No, what does he say? Itaha gataha. Who are here, who are from this world, they got this knowledge. Are you getting my point? I don't know whether you understood. So in the 14th chapter, Bhagavan says normal people have got this jnanam. The 4th chapter, Bhagavan, correct, we know this jnanis are from here, correct. The 4th chapter, Bhagavan is emphasizing that great kings with huge responsibility had this knowledge. Pavitra la purinjada? You know, are you understand what I'm saying? Even the busiest person was able to get the knowledge. So if we don't get the knowledge, we should not blame anybody else. Very nice. Excellent. So we have to make sure that we dedicate our time for this, whatever time possible, and get this knowledge here and now. Iha ched avedit atasatyam asti nachediha vedin mahati vinashtihi bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya dhira pretyasmal lokad amrita bhavanti. Mantra of Kenopanishad says, here and now, please understand this reality. Peetadipathi solla, Swamiji solla, all our great sages are saying. So we have to get this knowledge, prioritize. Ganesh Ramurthy, correct us something. Prioritize. Very nice. A nice word. Life prioritize is important. Correct? So Bhagavan is saying here, Arjuna, and why is he now calling Arjuna and talking about these great kings who are Raja Rishis? Because Arjuna is also a king. Now write down. Krishna was a king, Krishna was a grahastha. He is advising Arjuna. Arjuna was a king, Arjuna was a grahastha. Parango. A king grahastha is advising another king grahastha and talking about their own parampara is all of kings. Raja Rishi. You are getting the point? So that Raja Rishis knew this knowledge, the royal sages in their English land. Royal sage, correct. Janaka, Ashwapati, Ajatsatru, correct ma? Venkateswaran, correct. So all these people knew. Here, particularly, let us focus on 3. Venkat Sitaraman. Please understand, Surya Bhagavan, Manu and Ikshvaku. Inge potukongo. Surya Bhagavan, Manu and Ikshvaku. Can you please write these 3? While Vijay madam put no, those 3 kings will focus on Mike. Very good. Now, Bhagavan then says, very important. This has been traditionally handed down. I keep saying tradition, tradition, tradition. Today's meeting note, I think Kala madam said with all of you. Tradition extremely important. Please try to see from whom you are learning the traditional person or not. And what is the identification for tradition? Anybody who has not studied Vedas, doesn't talk about Vedas, doesn't talk about Gita, Upanishads, is non-traditional. Are you getting the point? I think Ken has done a good job. Thank you. Message. Thank you very much. Today has been a very tough day. I don't know, the hospital and so many things happened. God's grace, I'm taking the class today. Okay, thank you. Okay, now this is what is being learned by all the kings who are also rishis, Raja rishis, and has been handed traditionally down. Very good, Lakshmi, very good. Thanks for 15 GB. Thank you, Lux. Okay, so this has been handed down traditionally. Can you please underline tradition? Came down from tradition. And so then Bhagavan wants to also mention the lot of, what we say, a bit of worry. You know what, Arjuna? Due to the long passage of time, I just now told you, no? How old is sun according to science? How many billion years old? Can somebody Google and find out? How old is sun? That billion years the knowledge, it is coming down from tradition. And Bhagavan says that what? For a period of time, long passage of time, this particular knowledge, here the word yoga means knowledge, write down. Okay, yoga here means what? Knowledge. This Gnāna yoga has been lost in this world. Are you getting the point? Over a period of time, when last passage of time, this knowledge gets decayed. Knowledge that is owned by individual gets lost, but the knowledge is not lost. Please understand. Somebody will come back and re-establish the knowledge. So please don't think the knowledge has got lost. The tradition of transmitting from one guru to the next shishya was lost in between. So when everything is lost, what will happen? Answer should be with you. Bhagavan will be born as a guru and he will continue the teaching. Bargo. Evlo great Mahattana or Shastram you got in the hand. My mind goes some other level. This particular knowledge was transmitted through different gurus, the royal sages, Raja Rishis coming down traditionally. But over a period of time, because Acharya Shankara writes in introduction to Bhagavad Gita, that when over a period of time, people start getting very much interested in sensual pleasures, they don't focus on spiritual knowledge, and so the guru was supposed to teach, or the shishya was supposed to receive the knowledge, didn't receive properly. And what happens? Then I will not be knowledgeable properly. I cannot transmit this knowledge to the next generation. Why are we struggling now and putting all these classes in Brahmavidya? All of you should learn this knowledge and become traditional teachers. 150, 200 people, even 10 people can come. This knowledge can go to the next generation. Otherwise, traditional knowledge will be lost. Please understand. That is why when traditional knowledge is lost, non-traditional people come and occupy the space. Rajendra Purida, when traditional knowledge is lost, non-traditional people come and say, this is what is the truth. They'll keep on brainwashing and they'll put some engineering, some kind of art form and they'll take you in the wrong direction. Please understand this. So when everything is lost, yada yada dharmasya, correct Venkatraman. So to establish dharma also, Bhagavan will be born again. Write 2 sentences down. Establish dharma also, Bhagavan will be born again. To establish the knowledge also, Bhagavan will come again. The normal avatar of Vishnu, right? Lord Vishnu happens to kill demons, correct? Correct? The greatness of Krishna Avatara is not only did he kill a lot of demons, he also gave the knowledge. Krishna Avatara, Puranjikara is very difficult, very, beyond the mind to understand Lord Krishna. So it's called Jagat Guru. So he not only came to establish Dharma, he also gave this Moksha Shastram called Bhagavad Gita. And what is the greatness of Adi Shankaracharya? Adi Shankaracharya is what? Avatar of Parameshwara. He didn't come to kill any demon. He came to kill only one demon. What is the demon? Avidya that is present in all our mind. The invisible demon called Avidya, to kill that only Acharya Shankara was born. So Bhagavan will come in various forms to establish this eternal knowledge. So I want all of you in this class to please recognize Bhagavad Gita, Shastram, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras are eternal knowledge. Ide Shasma, Arjuna Madicha. Same Shastra is what Adi Shankara taught. Same Shastra is Indra also learned from Brahmadi. So anybody who, I'm not giving you all this gas. This appears in a mantra in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. One day I want to take all the classes for all of you. In the Upanishad, clearly it is told, whether it is a king, whether it is gods, whether it is anybody, they have to go to Upanishad, learn this knowledge, get Aham Brahmasmi. Only way for you to get liberation. So, for a period of time, this is lost. So now, that is Bhagavad Anmaya. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayaha. Na rajarshayaha. That is Visargam. Rajarshayaha. Viduhu. Vidu enga vandade? Vidu enga vandade? 14 chapter Vidu vandade. Please open 14 chapter book. I invite all of you to join 14 chapter class. Now, I told you studying 3rd and 13th, 4 and 14, 5 and 15, only gifted people get it. You have a lot of luck to study both together. Bhagavandana, Venkataraman, 14 1 la. Viduhu vandha illiya? Ingi Viduhu varu parungo. Ingi Viduhu varu parungo. Na anugraham namakku. Okay. So, evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayaha viduhu. Saha. The sa becomes saha. Kalena. Iha. Kalena plus iha kale neha. Gunasandhi. Kalena iha mahata yogaha nashtaha parantapa. Okay, Anmaya team, DBA team, please make note. Okay, first sloka Anmaya you got, no? Can somebody confirm? First sloka Anmaya you got or not? Kalamaliman podungo. Second sloka Anmaya I'm going to do now. Okay, Hindu very good. Today I'm in a mobile, I'm not even able to see all of you. Okay, I'm just doing it, looking in the chat box. Okay, thank you. Hey Parantapa, Hey Parantapa, Hey Arjuna, Rajarshayaha, Bhavachana. Royal sages. What are the royal sages? In this particular shloka, it is Surya Bhagavan. It was what Manu and Ikshvaku. Other example also, one of our members have put in the thing. No, Ajata Shatru, Ashwapati, all those great sages, Janaka, they're all who knew this knowledge. I tell you, Raja the knowledge for all normal people. Kings are also great people. Jnani king irkalam, tappu kidayadu. So you can also become Jnani. That confidence you should have 100%. Arun Dandapani, correct? Allah padingo. Get this Jnanam. Then once you get liberated, you should teach other people. Today, write down Subhashita for the day. You know, Vidyasagar is there in the class or not? Wonderful Subhashita is there. Write down. Which says that what? Turjanas sajjano bhuyat, sajjanas shanti mapnuyat, shanto muccheta bandhebhyaha, muktasya anyan vimochayet. Durjanas sajjano bhuyat. What is the prayer of a jnani? That all the people are in the wrong direction come the right path. Durjanaha means bad people become good people. Sajjana shanti mapnuyat. There you tell her, madam. Sajjana shanti mapnuyat. That good people get peace of mind. Shanto muccheta bandhebhyaha. Once you get peace of mind, what is the next step, Lakshmi Ramon? Kala madam? You should focus on jnanam, because only a peaceful mind can focus on jnanam. Mind has got tension, anxiety, stress, problem. This cannot focus on jnanam. So you focus on jnanam, get the jnanam. Muccheta bandhebhyana, meaning, remember, bandhamna enna, all our bindings. That is binding us, no? All our problem, stress, worries. That is called bandham. What? Muccheta means let them attain moksham. And what? Muktaha cha anyane. Once you are liberated, you know what you should do? You should work to liberate other people. And that will come automatically to you. Bhagavan will create the structure. He will create Brahmavidya. He will create something and make sure that nothing else but you do this. In spite of all the troubles, you will come and do this. Only effort is teach this knowledge traditionally to people, so more and more people get liberated. So please understand. Hey Parantapa, hey Arjuna, Rajarshayaha, these royal sages, Viduhu knew the knowledge is based on knowledge. Knew what? Imam. This. Another. Evam parampara praptam. Anmaya panitama. Hey Parantapa, Rajarshayaha, Viduhu, evam parampara praptam, mahata kalena, saha yogaha nashtaha iha. Anmaya kadisda? Hindu madam? Should I repeat again? I'll repeat again? Yes, I'll repeat again. Okay. Hey Parantapa. You don't want to repeat? correct message full of bodunga ma. Please repeat. Ramesh, please, I'll repeat for it. Okay. He parantapa rajarshayaha viduhu imam evam parampara praptam mahata kalena saha yogaha nashtaha iha. Iha vandadunale iha lokamna this world. Please understand. Whenever the word iha comes, it means this world. Nah. Some people should know this wonderful song that Purandarasa sang. Ihadalli sukhavilla, paradalli sukha untu. So ihaloka, paraloka, he talks about a lot. Right? So hey parantapa, hey Arjuna, meaning no. Rajarshayaha, the royal sages. Viduhu, new. Viduhu means new. It comes from the word, root is with. Gita Gnāna dhatu. Konjam solra Sanskrit. Dhatu important. One small thing I'll introduce today for you in Sanskrit grammar. Root of a verb is called dhatu. In fact, ella namapadathukum or root irukku. The karma, the kriya padattha prayogatla namapadathukke value varum. One day I'll tell you all those things. But Gita Gnāna dhatu, knowing. Angendu varudhu. Angena Vedas varudhu. Vedam engen varudhu? Gita Gnāna dhatu. So the root is with. Okay, viduhu, new, imam, this. What? Evam parampara praptam, which was thus traditionally handed down. Lakshmi always puts parampara or guru parampara, very important. Never forget our guru parampara. If at all this knowledge is there present with us, only because of the great effort put in by our guru parampara to hand over this knowledge from one to other. Left alone, you think you'll have this knowledge, we'll be busy. What? Ahara, nidra, bhayamaitu nanam. We'll be running only behind money, all this food, pleasure, going on and on and on like that. We'll be born, live like animals, will die. Somebody has to take special interest and put all this together and teach you. And that Guru Parampara does that selflessly. They don't want any benefit. So, which was thus handed down traditionally. Right on. Parampara praptam. Praptam na, that is obtained. By what? Parampara. Parampara, Guru Parampara. There are two Guru Parampara shlokas. Write down. One is Narayanam Padmaham Vasishtham. Second is Sadashiva Samarambham. These two shlokas you chant every day. Narayanam Padmaham Vasishtham Shaktincha Tatputra Parasharancha Yasam Sukam Godavadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Mathasishtam Sri Shankara Charya Mathasya Padmavancha. Various slogans there. Padmapajasthamal full sollam. Yara podum slogata. Adhe mari Sadashiva Marmam is chanting every day. This Guru Parampara has worked very hard to have this knowledge amidst us right now. Then what? Mahata kalena, due to long passage of time, Mahatam, long passage of time, kalena, saha yogaha, very good kalam, saha yogaha, that yoga. Now Bhagavan says that yoga, because it was coming down from that tradition, no? That yoga, nashtaha, is lost. Where iha, in this world. I wanted to make a few points. All of you are no grihasthas. Please understand. This is not something those sannyasis should study Gita understand. But Bhagavad Gita is for people like you, for having a family, who got a lot of work to do, how to get jnanam amidst this busy life, and also live a life of jnani. You all can be grihastha jnani. Write down. A jnani, you can be brahmachari jnani, you can be a grihastha jnani, you can be a vanaprastha jnani, you can be a sannyasi jnani. Bhagavad Gita is specially for grihasthas to get jnanam. Once you get jnanam, only you get jnanam can say what is happening in the mind. So what is summary of shloka number 2? It has been handed down from tradition and all the royals is new age, but it is lost for a period of time. Continuing. Third shloka. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha 𝐒𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐭𝐡𝐢𝐤 �yoga puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam hetaduttamam. You want to chant, Prasanna madam? You are available?
Shri Bhagavanuvacha sa eva maya tedya yoga puratanaha bhaktosi sakha preti rahasyam hyetaduttamam.
Very good. Let's all chant together now. Shri Bhagavanuvacha sa eva maya tedya yoga proktah puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam hyetaduttamam. So Bhagavan now is saying, you know what? This knowledge, my dear Arjuna, though it has been lost, it will never go away from me. This knowledge, which is what? Vedic wisdom, Vedic knowledge, the knowledge of Atma Tattvam, Brahma Tattvam, it cannot leave Bhagavan. Why? Can somebody answer this question? I've given an indirect hint in the previous classes. What are the Vedas? The Vedas are the breath of Ishwara. I told you, no. As long as Ishwara is there, Vedas will be there. So the Vedas or the Vedic wisdom can never leave Bhagavan. It may seemingly leave the people, leave the human beings who learned it and lost it over a period of time, but it will never ever be separated from Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, Brahman, Brahmagnanam and Brahmagnani are one and the same. At some point I will explain that in more detail. But this knowledge, Bhagavan is saying here, Arjuna, this particular knowledge, what happens? Very same ancient yoga. It is not different. I keep repeating. This knowledge is the same ancient, has been told from time immemorial, which has been taught by me. What? Bhagavan says in front of Arjuna, I only taught it from time immemorial. Now, this is where the question starts coming. I've been teaching this from time immemorial because it has been lost. You know what I'm doing? I am going to teach you. So Bhagavan is not taking sankalpam and saying that the same ancient wisdom, traditional wisdom has come down from Guru Parampara, Parampara Praptam, no? Even Rajarshiyo Viduhu, that particular knowledge, I am going to teach you. Vargo. Arjuna Ketana, now why don't you take a minute and analyze Gita properly now? Arjuna says, please give me Brahma Jnanam, please give me Jnana, Atma Jnanam. What did Arjuna say? Please advise me, what should I do? Should I fight or should I not fight? Shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. I do not know what to do. So Bhagavan could have said, go fight. Correct? Well, then go fight that. But Arjuna will not fight in a very convincing way. At the back of the mind, he will be lurking. Oh, I'm killing Drona, I'm killing Bhishma, I'm killing Kripa, I'm doing so many, I'm killing my own relatives. Is it right, wrong? The confusion itself will be havoc. There will be confusion. Samshayam. Samshayatma vinashyati. Bhagavan says later. So because of confusion, Arjuna will not be efficient. So whole thing get distracted. So Bhagavan went to the root of the problem and removed Arjuna's avidya. Are you getting the point? When a good shishya goes to a good guru, the guru will not give only sugar-coated some naam ke vaste knowledge. We say in Hindi. Naam ke vaste means for namesake something. The great guru will teach the disciple the entire knowledge, the greatest knowledge, so that the disciple, the shishya, gets his knowledge and totally liberated. The person doesn't need to go to guru every now and then. Phone Guruji, what is happening? This problem, what should I do? If I give you temporary solutions, you will keep on calling me. Rajendra, this problem happened, how to solve? Mother-in-law problem, what to do? Daughter-in-law, what to do? Son-in-law problem, health problem, money problem. We'll be calling, correct? So the guru will teach that knowledge to the disciple with solution for all the problems. So that is why Bhagavan took up Atma Jnanam as a subject to teach to Arjuna. You understanding now? So Bhagavan says that same ancient yoga that has been there from time immemorial, which has been taught by me, secret of solra been taught by me. Now I am teaching you. You know why? Did Bhagavan teaches to Yudhishthira? Dharmaraja solli kodutara? Illa. Bhimasena solli kodutara? Illa. Kunti ki solli kodutara? Illa. Why Arjuna is specially chosen? Aarti madam, Arjuna special solron. Arjuna, Bhagavan says, you are my dear friend. A friend goes beyond all relationships. Sakha, you are my friend and also my devotee. Friend qualification Arjuna irukku. One he is a friend. Another he is a devotee. So what is the attitude you should build with Bhagavan? This sloka is a very, very important sloka in multiple ways. Please understand. Surrendered, okay, correct. Adu Shishyana Marana. Adhu kuda Bhagavan, adu kuda beyond that NRS. Mean enna theriyuma? Friend. You know, if you study Mahabharata properly, you will know Arjuna and Krishna same height. In fact, Arjuna ko oru pere vandu Krishna nu per irukku. Na sonnanla 7 different names of Arjuna when you chant. 14 names sonnane. Your fire will go away. Adula oru name Krishna name irukku. So both the same height, same gait. Rendu perum vandu their arms will extend up to below their knee. So such a Naranarayana, correct Arundandapani. If you go back to the Narasimha Avataram, again what the story was. One day I told this story. No, when Narasimha Swami was actually going away from the earth, split into two. And the two became Narayana. And that is what those two come back as what? Arjuna and Krishna. So there is no difference between the two. So he says, you are my friend and also devotee. And one important Ajanubhava, correct, Lakshmi B. So, and one important point is, Bhagavan says, this is indeed what the highest secret. It is called what? Highest secret. So Bhagavan. Bhagavan says that this knowledge, why it is called highest secret? There is one chapter name. Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. Somebody remembers that? There is one chapter in Bhagavad Gita called as Rajavidya Rajaguhyam. The king of all knowledge, king of all sciences. And the king, ninth, very good. And the greatest secret among all knowledge. Why is it Rajavidya Rajaguhyam secret? Write down. Guhyam is secret. You know why it is secret? It is called an open secret. Even if I tell you 100 times, unless you develop proper Shraddha Bhakti to Guru, Shastram, Bhagavan and study systematically with a real deep down desire to undergo transformation, get this knowledge, you will not get this knowledge. That is why it's called secret. So Bhagavan says, you need the highest secret. So I will do Padavibhaga, Anvaya, and I will close the class. Saha eva ayam maya te adya. Ipdi pirichu padicha ola puriyum parunga. Tedya, if you break into te plus adya, then the meaning will be very clear. Te adya yogaha proktaha puratanaha bhaktaha asi me sakha cha iti rahasyam hi etat uttamam. Got the Padavibhaga properly now? I should congratulate all the West Coast people. They are also doing tapas. For them, 6 o'clock morning class started. Allah, madam, all those people, correct? Morning 6 o'clock they're starting. So also great tapas to study and get up in the morning and study. Vinod also, very good. Vinod, now becoming very, spiritual person. Very good. 6 o'clock, sitting and studying Vedanta is phenomenal. Keep it up. All of Bhagi also, very good. All West Coast, you can acknowledge what I'm saying. I've seen a lot of Vinod, madam, Vinod sir, Bhagi, okay, very good. Keep it up. Have this, Somu also. Somu. All of you appreciate. Not a normal thing. Lakshmi madam, West Coast, Lakshmi Ramadhan, I don't know where you all stay. Very good. Keep it up. This is a dedication you require. And the beauty is, you know what, morning 6 on, then the entire day is available. The rest of all the problems solving. Anyway, problems are going to come. Saugandhi madam, even West Coast, all the West Coast people. Fantastic. Very good. So Bhagavan is saying that Anvaya Pantamai Sloka number 3 Anvaya no. Vijay also, correct. Vijay, very good. I hope you are okay. You are fine now. We had some challenges. Thank you. Okay, very good. Saha Anvaya no. Saha eva iPad yarapa. You put the name iPad na Bhanumati ada yarandalla. Saha eva puratanaha yogaha ayam proktaha proktaha maya te adya iti asi me sakha cha bhaktaha etad hi uttamam rahasyam. Anmaya kadachida? Repeat pannama. You got the Anmaya? PBA team? Once again, Indumati Madam. I'll repeat. Okay, no doubt. Saha Padavivaga kadachida uranga. Did you get Padavivaga? Should I do Padavivaga again for you? I'll do Padavivaga. I mean, write down. Saha eva, put a line. Ayam maya te, put a line. Adya yogaha proktaha puratanaha bhaktaha asi me sakha cha iti rahasyam hi. I'm stopping here. Write down. Hi etat uttamam. You got the Padavivaga. When you get Padavivaga, then the next step is Anmaya. Padavivaga is slightly easy. If you do Padavivaga, my Guruji will give 30 marks if you do Padavivaga properly. If you do Anmaya correctly, my Guruji will give 90 marks. 60 marks will be Anmaya. 30 marks Padavivaga. So when you put like Venkatji has put, that is Padavivaga, 30 marks he'll put in the thing. Then when you do what? I already put Anmaya. Anmaya put very good. Now not down. Okay. Saha eva. Venkat is very fast. Saha eva puratanaha. Konja Anmaya mathikanamba. Saha eva puratanaha yogaha. Please correct it, Venkatji. Saha eva puratanaha yogaha ayam proktaha maya te adya iti asi me sakha cha bhaktaha etad hi uttamam rahasyam. Okay, thank you. Okay, no problem. You got the Anmaya now? Iti asi me sakha cha bhaktaha etad hi uttamam rahasyam. This shloka, Anmaya, is very important because a lot of information is there. I'll complete. Can I take another 2 minutes? More time. I started also a bit late, so I'll finish now. Give me 2 minutes. Okay. Saha eva, that very same. It is available in what? Available in what? In Vedas. Vedas has got 3 bhagas. Write down. Karma, Upasana, Gnāna. Broadly 2 categories, Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. And same thing is repeated in Bhagavad Gita. I told you, no? First 6 chapters talk about Karma. Second set of 6 chapters talk about Upasana. Third talk about Jnanam. First 6 chapters talk about our Atma Tattvam, that is who am I. Second talks about Bhagavan. The third 6 talks about oneness of Jiva and Brahman. So the Vedas are actually replicated in Bhagavad Gita. You all remember the introduction I gave? Please go back to the introduction to Bhagavad Gita. So it is nothing but a replica of Vedas in a beautiful form here. Saha eva, that very same. Means what? Bracket, write down Vedas. Available in Vedas. This is Karma and Upasana. In Vedas called Karma, Upasana, Jnana, broadly Karma and Jnana. In Bhagavad Gita, it's called as Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Are you getting the point? There it is called Karma Kandam and Jnana Kandam. Here it is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Such a beautiful scripture. So, Saha Eva, that very same, Puratanaha Yogaha, ancient yoga, ancient Nana, Vice Arizona, existing from time immemorial. I am, this is what you are listening now. Is this Proktaha Maya? Ingeda or Google potukar Bhagavan. Proktaha Maya, which has been taught by me, Karmani Prayogam. It has been taught by you. Also wondering, Bhagavan on the Krishna Puranas Dvapara Yuga. Surya Bhagavan should have been existing many years before, millions before Krishna was born. Same doubt Arjuna is going to ask next. So Bhagavan put on Google, has been taught by me. Earlier, now what I'm doing, Te Adya, to you now. Te Adya, Adhyana, now. Adyan Dine, we say no in Sanskrit. Today. Adya means now, correct. Te adya. Te means to you now. Why? Walking on the road, come. Nah. Somebody is walking on the road, come. I'll teach you, Upanishad Jnanam. I'll teach you Jnana Yoga. I'll teach Atma Jnana. He'll run away. Because I told you, later Bhagavan is going to say, Idante na tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadachana. Bhagavan says, one who does not have bhakti to me, one who does not deride me, only to those people this should be taught. So Bhagavan is emphasizing that because you are my friend, iti asi me sakha, iti, because asi, you are asi me, you are my friend, sakha, cha bhaktaha, and devotee. So from this shloka, one thing you should learn, many things you should learn. One is ancient yoga, to start with Bhagavan. The attitude towards Bhagavan that you can have is that of a friend or as a bhakta. And to me, for me, friend, I treat Krishna like a friend. Okay. So once you develop a friendship with Bhagavan, communication will begin. So because you are my friend and a devotee, in the combination of etadhi, and this particular knowledge is indeed Uttamam Rahasyam. Write down. Uttamam Rahasyam means what? The highest secret. This word Uttamam Rahasyam becomes Rajaguhyam in the 9th chapter. So what is called DNR correct putting inga Uttamam Rahasyam irukkiradhu vande Rajaguhyam, it is appearing in the what? In the 9th chapter. You got this one? So what is summary of the first 3 shlokas? The ancient wisdom coming from time immemorial. It is traditional. It is a Vedic wisdom. It is never lost. People may forget. If people forget, Bhagavan will come to establish this. So the Bhagavad Gita knowledge is meant for kings who are very busy. You are also very busy and not as busy as king. But you should find time to study the Gita Shastram systematically from a guru. It is complex to understand. And what should be our goal? Vijay, or all of you should make a clear, solemn pledge. Now, Gita Jayanti is coming. So the right time for us to take a oath. I will study the Gita Shastram properly, Venkataraman sir. And here in this life, before this life ends, I will get this knowledge. Let Bhagavan and Guru and Shastram help us to get this highest knowledge here and now. And when kings can do, we can do better. Okay, with this solemn promise and prayers to Bhagavan, we'll close the class today and we will continue tomorrow morning on the 13th, 14th chapter started now, 13th is over and we will continue from there. Okay. Today I had a lot of challenges. I had to go to hospital, I came back, my internet was not working. I had to find out a way to do the class and finally, somehow by God's grace, we have done the class. Hopefully things will improve and by tomorrow my internet will. Thank you very much. Okay. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Dachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsate. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta Sanmangalani Bhuntyayata. That's why I keep saying that students may bunk classes. The Guru will never bunk a class. Somehow Bhagavan's grace will come and will do the class. So the practical example is seeing in front of you. Today the number of impediments to class has been immense. The class still went on. Why? God's grace is there, things will happen. Hari Om Tat Sat Narayana. Okay. Thank you.